Hi guys and girls, I'm just doing a video for anyone that may be interested in the process of joining Keller Williams and what the first year will look like, whether that's now or it could be years in the future that you wanted to plan ahead for. I suppose I just wanted to do a video on my steps, exactly what happened, pretty much month by month, where my head was at, I suppose, and the key events and the key things that I've done that have now worked, especially with the Keller Williams models, which I've really made sure I've implemented. So, so the idea is to go run through a timeline of the journey working alongside Keller Williams so far. So, I think the first time I'd ever heard of Keller Williams was October 2018. At the time, I was a bit stuck in what I was doing. I was a bit bored. I didn't really know the next step. I didn't really know how to, I suppose, progress and improve my career and earning potential and my skills and my training. So October 2018, Chris Buckler, the operating principal of the Keller Williams London Bridge, he messaged me on LinkedIn. Everything he mentioned to me ticked all my boxes. Our values aligned, and especially with the vision and where we think a estate agency will go in the future, in the near future. So we had a meeting, ticked a lot of boxes, and I suppose my eyes were really open from there. So for me, I like to have a plan and put something in place. So that's when I started saving some money, mentioned it to my friends, my family, my girlfriend, and they were all keen and they sort of understood it to a point. So for me, it took a little while for it to work itself out. In November, I ordered the Millionaire Real Estate Agency book, which I call the Bible. Basically, it's the business plan that you follow when you set up. It saves a lot of time. So normally, if you're going to go set up your own estate agency, you have to come up with your own business plan, which I'd already pretty much written out for myself over the years I've been in an estate agency, but it isn't fine-tuned. You don't know if it's going to work. Whereas Keller Williams, it's going to work. It's worked in all over the world, in America, in the UK. So if you implement it, and then the results will follow, and it's actually working. So I watched as many YouTube videos as I could in regards to Keller Williams UK, Keller Williams worldwide, how the model works, who's joining, why they're joining, who's left, why they left, just to make sure it was something for me. I checked far and wide as well. Before Chris got in contact with me, I looked at loads of different options, but nothing really worked based on what I wanted. There was lots of things missing. So whereas Keller Williams, it's about growing your own business and you're very independent, and Keller Williams are your resource. They don't own your business or the data or your contacts. They're just your own, and they act as a resource to help you improve. And they're not there to take resources away and make you work harder. So you work as hard as you want, when you want, how you want as well, which is great. April 2019, I remember going to a market centre drinks in London Bridge on the roof terrace. We had a few beers and bits and pieces, and I met a lot of the guys that had already joined. Bearing in mind this was early stages of Keller Williams, so not everyone really knew about them, but they'd already started. But the culture was amazing. Everyone was very friendly, and everyone had the same sort of mindset of where they think stage is going to move to. Much more a better service level, more time with the client, and working on like a one-to-one basis and having your own real estate agent. So by August 2019, I pretty much worked on a plan to build my business and launch, and I signed up officially in October. I'd had money in the bank that would support me really for 6 months. From that time, I told absolutely everyone in my world what I was going to do, through social media, through conversations, through texts, message, got in front of as many people as possible, whether that's from video blogs and vlogs and all sorts of things. So just tell as many people as possible what I was doing, why I was doing it, and the impact I'm looking to have. November 2019, managed to take on 11 listings. A lot of them were from my closest sphere. So they're from friends, family, friends of friends, parents of friends, managers of friends, and I managed to sell my first 2 properties that month, and also get 7 let under my new business, Jags Property Group. Where I live was London City Island, so that was a new development, and the brand new coffee shop opened up. So I managed to team up with them, canvass for them, and created a promotional 50% off of their new brunch launch, and in return, we managed to help each other out. December 2019, I built a relationship with the London City Island New Homes team. We created a London City Island Business Networking Group, which were bi-monthly events. So essentially we met up at the Espresso Room, which is the coffee shop. We had the venue for free as long as we were buying drinks and food, etc., and alcohol. Had a great night, met loads of people, drank a lot of alcohol, but I suppose the benefits that the Espresso Room got lots of business, we created relationships, there were business transactions pretty much instantly from these meetings, and then a lot of friends were made in the meantime. Come January, we went to the London City Island, the Keller Williams reunion in Lyon. This opened my eyes into how big and how great Keller Williams actually is, and the depth which there is in terms of the culture, in terms of the training, and also the people really. I call it estate agency 2.0. So it's not what they teach you, isn't what they teach you in the high street real estate. It's on a much deeper level. It's much more about human growth, personal development, and then being able to give back and creating win-win deals and working from a trust basis. So on that weekend, I learned an insane amount, which I fall back on every single day. I use it in every aspect of the business, whether that's lead generation and negotiation, whether it's like post completion move-ins, to dealing with luxury products and luxury properties, and selling the expensive stuff as well. And also we made some great friends there that I keep speaking to now, and we bounce off of each other. And these are guys that built big businesses out in America. So yeah, we fall back on them. So if I have any questions or get a bit stuck, they're always open for me to speak to them. February 2020, so we started door knocking after a lot of script practice. So every morning we used to do script practice with Ali, practicing pretty much what we're going to say, whether that's door knocking, whether that's on our listing, whether that's on the follow-up, coming at a different angle to what the high street, what I used to do, completely different angle, and vendors and clients seem to have the doors wide open for it really. But script practice every day, it just meant what you're going to say is on the tip of your tongue, and with 6 years experience I was confident that I knew what I was saying, but this took me and my career to the next level. It meant we had a detailed plan, a strategy to make sure we get results. Come March, we hit lockdown, had a lot of panic. As soon as at that point I thought, I got a bit worried because I had a big pipeline that was due to come in, and it could have crumbled and could have sent the whole thing sideways. But got my head into gear, read a book called The Shift, and then just, I suppose, worked twice as hard as I was previously. Networked through social media, created community pub quizzes, whether that was in my local town or whether that was London City Island. We did a couple, met a lot of people virtually, and also helped a lot of landlords that were struggling in a pretty tough and unprecedented time. It was a bit worrying at the time. Come July, we're back out. These listings that were due to come on all came on. I managed to get 7 sales and 9 lets within the 6 weeks of July and August. Busiest and craziest month of my career. All did it by myself. And that's when I realised I needed to leverage. So the 3, what they call it, leads, listings, leverage, 3 L's. So the first thing I did in the first part of my Keller Williams career, leads, just all I did every day was lead generation. Eventually I got lots of listings which I managed to sell and let. It got too busy and I couldn't manage, then I needed to recruit. So September 2020, me and Ali sat down, built a plan, and went out and hunted for an assistant. I spoke to 40 applicants during the time I was progressing all these sales, interviewed 12, and then found a superstar in Jackie. So this is an absolute game changer, and what we call, I suppose, we leveled up. In November, managed to sell another 11 homes while training Jackie. So that a huge benefit of Keller Williams is once you've done the training yourself, as you bring on people into the business, you don't have to worry about the training. You don't have to develop the training schedule. You don't have to develop the actual content. It's all there, all done to an extremely high standard, and you pass them to Keller Williams and they take it away. And now Jackie's trained as probably a better estate agent than most estate agents out there, in my mind anyways. No bad habits, and lots of new strategies and things to do. So she comes from Bexley, and she's got a whole host of friends and family that can also help. So it's not just my side of the business where I've generated a good relationship with lots of people in the local area. Jackie's now doing the same. So the business is almost pretty much doubled in size overnight. Come December, we did another event, which was the Christmas lights competition. So we advertised all over Facebook and dropped leaflets, and helped local businesses. So we had a cake company, we had the Panic Rooms, and we had a local restaurant, which all got involved. We paid for the prizes, helping the local businesses, and then we helped the guys that are doing some good things with their Christmas lights and lit up the area. One thing I forgot was in October I did a charity golf event in the local golf club, raised some money for a charity, which is one that my friend works for, and raised loads of money, had a great time, which was good, and it was a good bit of promotion for the business at the same time. So January, this whole time I was working pretty much with my business, Jack's Property Group, but using the Keller Williams marketing pretty much. So at this time we ended up launching my new website, which is amazing, really happy with it. Kimmy managed to do it for me, and it looks great. So anyone needs a website, get in touch. My first full year, I sold 20 homes and let 21, so 41 deals in my first year, which I never thought I could do. Well, if you'd asked me back in January, based on my plan, I didn't expect to achieve that many at all. But at the start of the year, we put a plan in place, and it all worked out. So most of my business is coming from referrals, friends and family, from a local rugby club. I know a lot of people. And pretty much the service that I'm now providing is head and shoulders above what I used to be able to do previously. I'm always available. And I've just got more time. So if it's not as busy, I've got more time to do my own personal bits and pieces. If it is very busy, it just means I'm always available. And I'm with a few of my sales, I was there 7 days a week, nights, got things over the line. Whereas before, I would have been juggling too many things at once. So it was always manageable. I was very busy, but definitely manageable. And I think my clients, well, they definitely have. They've earned more money on the sale of their house. They found their new home, and we've got over quite a few hurdles that maybe they wouldn't have got over initially. So this year, where are we going? So I've got a new development which is coming on. So 8 new units coming on in March. This brand new development, which I'm really happy with, a local property developer, looking to give that person a bespoke service. We've set a clear yearly goal, a 5-year goal, and I've got some day goals, which are I suppose the dream at the end of the road. But they're keeping me focused every day. Completed a 411 and a 135. If you want to know what that is, get in touch. I can explain in a bit more detail. But essentially, it's your own business plan around the Keller Williams model. So Keller Williams don't tell you what to do. They just give you structure in which you can then implement in your own way on what you enjoy doing in order to achieve that end goal. I never had a clearer map of how much. I never had a clearer map of how to achieve the business and personal goals as much as I have now. So just want to thank my family, friends, and for their support. Also the thanks to the Keller Williams guys, holding me accountable, keeping me moving. So make a great team, especially with Jackie. So she's taking things to the next level. So really, really happy and looking forward to the year. So take care.